701.
Pets play a big part in people's lives, but today we learn about some dogs who play a big role in protecting the community.
In today's Paws and Claws, we welcome Lyle Sinclair, K-9 Commander with the Bismarck Police Department. Good morning, Lyle.
Good morning.
Thanks so much for being here, Lyle. Now, you work with dogs on a daily basis. Sounds like you're kind of the dog whisperer. Can you tell us about your role in the K-9 unit?
Well, I have a lot of different hats in the K-9 unit. I also budget for the training, for the equipment that the guys have. I set up training days. I help select the K-9 handlers. I select the dogs. I train our dogs for different scenarios you're going to see in the street. I also work with different agencies. They have issues, they can send their dogs to us, or they'll come to our training and we can help them through problems they may have, some minor, some major, and it's just a lot of help, because when I went through K-9, I had no help in the state. People that helped me were out in Pennsylvania or out of the state, so it was nice to have somebody local to help, because I know the struggle they go through. It's a lot more work than people realize.
Now, how many dogs do you currently have in the K-9 unit?
In Bismarck, we currently have 4 dual-purpose dogs. What I mean by that is they are trained to detect narcotics and patrol work, which can be finding missing evidence, finding humans, missing persons trying to run or hide from us. They're used for clearing buildings. It's a very busy department, and we try and stay busy. A lot of training, keep up on national trends, changing laws, new trends that are unique to the police department.
How long does training take for each dog to kind of go through before becoming part of the department?
Well, that's a very difficult question to answer, because the dogs have different duties. If the dog is just trained to find narcotics, it could be as simple as 3 weeks. It also depends on the handler. It can take up to 12, 14, 16 weeks. An explosive dog is a lot longer because there's more stress with that. If you're training a dog for cadaver work or for tracking or something else, you got to factor in everything's different. It's nature, nurture. Every handler is different. However long it took some people to get through school, some people mature faster, pick up stuff faster. So there's really not one set answer. It's normally around 6 to 12 weeks is the best answer I can give you, though.
And what kind of dogs and how do you pick the dogs to become part of the force?
Well, first thing we do is we look at the duties we want the dog to do. Is the dog going to be detecting narcotics? Is the dog going to be narcotics and patrol work? Is the dog going to be doing electronics, explosives, cadaver? And then you go from there. Then you get the handler selected and you try and marry the dog with the handler. You don't want a dog and handler that conflict all the time. It's going to be harder to train. So then we decide what kind of dog we want, then we go test the dog for how we train, and then kind of pick the dog we want.
I'm kind of glad there isn't a dog here today, because I would want to, love up on it, which
Yes.
I imagine happens a lot with the public. But that's something you're not supposed to do with a police dog. Why is that?
Well, any dog, you should ask the handler before you touch him, because every dog's different. They have their quirks about them. One thing with the police dogs, if they feel threatened, part of their duties is to protect the handler. If they think the handler's in danger, they will protect themselves or the handler. People don't understand that. A lot of times people don't understand canine psychology. That's something that's hugely taught for all handlers in Bismarck. To you or I, a hug's a friendly gesture. To a dog, it's a domination thing. And you get the wrong dog, they may not like it. They will react different. They will protect themselves. They're more of a push-pull animal. We don't anthropomorphize them and give them power of reasoning. They just see a stimulus and react to it. That's how we train them. So instead of explaining that to the public, we'll just say, we can't pet this dog, or, get a straight line to pet the dog. Depends on the dog. Doesn't mean anything about their workability. That's one of the few things that I don't look for in a dog. We want social dogs, but if the dog doesn't have the other criteria, we will take it for a non-social dog.
So what is the transition from work to civilian life for each dog, when they're done working at the day and they go home?
Well, when they go home, they're just like humans to a point where they like structure, they like consistency. The dogs come home. What the handlers normally do, take the dog in the backyard, throw a toy a few times, let the dog relax, unwind. They get something to drink, and then they wait in their kennel a little bit, let them cool down from the stress of the day. Then we let them eat, and then they rest for 4 to 8 hours.
Yeah, they've earned it.
Oh, yes.
Well, thank you so much, Lyle. It's fascinating to learn about. Thank you so much for your time.
You bet. Thank you.
This has been Paws and Claws. And for more information, make sure you head to the Bismarck Police Department Facebook page.
And coming up next, he's 30-foot tall, orange, bright orange, and kind of hard to miss.
Very hard to miss. We share the story behind how